Hi there, I'm Noreen Mackay, demonstrator for Katie Sue Designs. Wouldn't you just love to be able to make something as sweet as this for a lady's table setting? It'll house any little gift, whether it be a little miniature drink or whether it be your little favours. I can show you using our multifunction die cut how easy that is to achieve. So what we'd use here is the multifunction die cut spring flowers in the white. They also come in ivory, and we'll also be using some of the script paper in the bright white. Beautifully coordinated, and it means that you have no problem with matching up your whites. And I'm also going to be using some of our gorgeous crocus flower soft. So how do we achieve this? We've got this opened out here, and we've also got one multifunction die cut. What we will do straight away is just set about opening up all of those little dies, and you can see how very simple that is to achieve. So that is always something that we're going to be thinking about when you're making up invitations. So probably you're making quite a lot, so they need to be easy to achieve but nonetheless maintain the beautiful professional finish that you're so easily able to achieve using these multifunction die cuts. So literally we've got all of these popped through, and you can see how gorgeous they are, how proud they are standing up there. To make up the bag, what have we done? I've actually just folded this over. So what you need to consider in height is entirely up to you, but we need to consider the depth of the bag, what you're going to be placing in it, and how high the object is. So say for instance, if we're using this were little almonds, that would just be placed inside there and it would sit quite happily inside. If it was a little miniature bottle, you may have to adjust the size. So all that I've done here is I'm aware that I want the front of the bag to come down over the top like that, so you can literally fold that over, and once you've got one of these set, you know that that's going to be the size that you need. And then it's simply a question of scoring, either using a little tool like this or using your scissors to score to get the crease lines. So say for instance we're doing something like this, so we can score the line, and that you can see means that it's very easy to achieve a nice neat score line. And again, depending on the width of the item that you're going to put in, your little gift, depends where or not that's going to fit. So I've already pre-scored. Oh, sorry, I forgot to tell you about the top part of this. If you pre-score the top, that's probably just about 1/4 of an inch. Pre-score the top of the bag, and that means that you're then able to put your little holes in the top for the handles of your bag, and it sits there quite happily on the top there like that. You'll probably be able to see it easier if I show you in one that we've already done here. So either using a little hole punch or just create a little hole there, which is going to take in the ribbons of the bag. Okay, I'm just going to on this one, just show you how quickly that is to achieve. I'm pushing all of those little die cuts through. So what you then got is the ability to be able to put a contrasting card at the back of this, which again highlights the detail of the die cut flowers here. So you can either use plain card, and again depending on what the colour theme of your wedding is would depend on what you're doing. So you can either use a plain card, or in this instance I've actually used one of the Spellbinders folders to create this beautiful embossed effect on here. So if you go and have a look on the Spellbinders website, then you're going to be able to see all of the different folders. Now I've made this so that it fits exactly just the front part of the bag, so we can literally just quickly go around with the glue and make sure that we've got this set directly on the front. So So we've got the fold there, and we know that this is going to be able to fold open, fold over like this. I've already got some ribbon and I've tied a knot in one end of it, and then we're just going to be placing that directly through. Just use the end of your scissors to push that ribbon through, and then this goes through the top part here. So this is where again you would adjust the size of the handle. So it's literally just a question of tying the knot, placing that, oops, I'm not big enough knot, placing the ribbon through. So if that happens, just tie another double knot on there. If you wanted to, you could actually glue that into position. And then we've got the basis of the bag starting to come together. So one of the other things we've used the script paper for is to actually do all of the table settings. You'd be amazed at how many variants there is of the colour white. So if you're using the script paper in conjunction with your multifunction die cuts, then you know that you're going to get that perfect colour, which is going to marry up perfectly with that. One of the other things I said we'd use is the Crocus Flower Soft. So literally you need to open that up and place this into a larger dish so that you're then able to sprinkle that over. What you would do then is using your Flower Soft glue, and it's important using Flower Soft that you are going to use the Flower Soft glue. Make sure at this stage that you've got your little flower petals just pulled up nicely. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use quite a large amount of glue in the centres, and because of that it means that I'm able to do all of these together. If I was using small amounts of glue where you run the risk of the glue drying, then I would do it in stages. So I'll just have some white script paper underneath, and we're literally just going to drop that over the top. If you want to create a little bit more texture, just press that Flower Soft just gently onto the glued area and tap off the excess. We've got the white script paper underneath so that we're able to catch all the sprinkles. So we're literally going to, with one nail, just push the glue back into the centre, and that's creating a beautiful centre of the flowers. So you can push that all back within the boundaries that you want it, and you can set that aside to dry. Once you've got that assembled, it's simply a question of either gluing this into position so that you can't open the bag, in which case they would be able to receive their little gift on the outside, but you can buy these little glue dots which you can place on the front inside of the bag, and that's going to give you that repositionable finish. So we'll just press that down to the side. Just to finish this off, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use some double-sided tape to apply a little bow just above the name, or it could have been in the centre of your bag, whichever way you want it to be. And again, if you have any little trinkets that you want to attach to the bag, little souvenirs, these are going to be, you know, saved by the people at the wedding as gorgeous little take-home souvenirs. So any little additions like this are always nice to have in place. So literally just using a piece of silk ribbon, I'm going to tie that onto the side and then trim that ribbon down. If you want to see any examples of doing the gentleman's place settings, don't forget to have a look on our website. I hope you've enjoyed this demonstration and that you can agree with me that you can create a beautiful professional finish to all of your wedding stationery very, very easy by using these multifunction die cuts. I hope you've enjoyed this video and that you'll call again and see further demonstrations. Thank you.